Good morning يا مستر.
Good morning.
مستر معلش يا مستر، ممكن تراجع معانا على اللي هيجي في الكويز؟
Today we are going to explain new section 6.5, which is traits and probability. In this topic or this section, show to you how to predict the production of offspring or the producing offspring as a result of the mating or crossing between parents. Firstly, the Punnett square. Punnett square is a web or grid system help you to predict the possible genotype of the offspring. As we explained in the last session, when mating between two parent homozygous, one of them dominant and the other one recessive. Who can explain it to me? Two homozygous, parent, one dominant and the other one recessive. For the prediction of offspring, we have two parents, one male, other one female, and cross between them. Firstly, we write the genotype for the gametes. We say that the two parents or both of them are homozygous. Homozygous means similar alleles or similar letters, but one of them dominant and the other one recessive. So dominant will wrote in shape of capital letters like this. Any traits like skin color. So S, capital S. The other one homozygous but recessive, S small, S small. This is the gametes. Okay, parent P, second G, last one offspring, first offspring. The mating between S capital and S small, this one will give just S capital. And this one will give just S small. So the result will be S capital, S small, 100% dominant. But this offspring or this dominant, homozygous or heterozygous? Homozygous or heterozygous? S capital, S small. Homo or hetero? Guys. Do you hear me?
Yes يا مستر، we hear you.
Okay, S capital, S small. This offspring, homozygous or heterozygous?
S capital S small.
Yes, this offspring, S capital, S small, homozygous or heterozygous? Hetero, why? Why?
Because it's different. One capital and one
Capital,
small.
excellent.
One dominant and one recessive.
Yes, excellent. So this one, heterozygous. So when I ask you about your prediction or the possible resulting offspring as a result of the mating between two homozygous parents, one dominant and the other recessive. You conclude that the first offspring will be 100% dominant heterozygous. It's clear? Clear?
كلير يا مستر.
Just in this section, I want to explain, or I want from you to know that about the different possibilities of the production of offspring. Like this. Different cases. Okay? The first point, the mating or the crossing between two parents, homozygous, one dominant and the other one recessive, produce 100% in the first generation heterozygous dominant, like this. The other example, in case of two parents, one heterozygous and the other one homozygous. Homozygous will be recessive. Heterozygous dominant. Like what? Like A capital, A small, mating, A small, A small. A capital, A small, dominant heterozygous. Cross, A small, homozygous. So the offspring will be what? The offspring will be what?
A capital.
A capital.
A small.
A small.
بس كده.
No.
السكند اوف سبرينج يعني.
First, I ask about the first offspring.
طيب A capital A small.
Just A capital A small will produce as a result of the mating both of them. Are you sure?
Yes إن شاء الله. أو A small كمان. لا يا مستر معرفش.
Sure.
Sure.
So now we have 2 points. 2 points. Pay attention, please, in these 2 points. The first point, the crossing between two parents homozygous, one dominant homozygous and the other one recessive homozygous. The offspring, the producing offspring will be in the first generation. The offspring will be 100% heterozygous dominant. The second point, the crossing between two parents, one of them dominant heterozygous and the other one homozygous recessive. So the producing offspring, first generation, will be the probability maybe homozygous recessive, maybe heterozygous dominant, as the example in front of you. It's clear? Clear? Habiba?
Yes, Mr.
Sure?
Yes.
Okay, can you repeat? Yusuf Nasser. Yusuf Nasser. Okay. It's clear for you? Any problem? Okay. The Punnett square, this one, help you to predict the possible genotype of the offspring, as you can see. A capital, the first parent, second parent, A small. So the possible phenotype or genotype from this one inherited just A, and this one inherited just A small. So the difference between A capital, A small, this one gives A, this one gives A small, so it will be maybe A capital, maybe A capital, A small. Is it clear? So this square help you to predict the possible genotype of the producing offspring. This example about monohybrid process between homozygous dominant and homozygous recessive, as we explained, all first generation will be heterozygous dominant, as you can see. Like this example, both of them homozygous, A capital, other one is small. So the first offspring will be 100% dominant, but not homozygous, heterozygous. A capital, A small. Second basic. In case of, okay, the new one, two heterozygous. Pay attention, please. Two heterozygous, like what? A capital, A small, crossing, A capital, A small. First, show the factors or the gametes. A capital, maybe the first parent inherit A capital or A small, and second one, same, A capital, A small. So what about the offspring? Maybe first factor inherited with the first factor of the other parent, or the first factor inherited with the second factor of the parent, or second factor inherited with the first of the second parent, or the first or second, sorry, of the first parent with the second of the second parent. So the possibility will be A capital, or A capital, A small, or A small, A capital, but we must write the capital letter first. So it will be A capital, A small, or A small, A small. This is the probability. This case, in case of two parents heterozygous, the producing offspring, you can see what? One homozygous dominant, one homozygous recessive and 2 heterozygous dominant. So the percent will be 1 to 2 to 1. The first and the last one homozygous, but the first one homozygous dominant, other one, as you can see, the first one homozygous dominant, second one homozygous, or the last one homozygous recessive. The 2 are heterozygous dominant, heterozygous dominant, homozygous dominant, and then heterozygous dominant 2 and homozygous recessive. It's clear. This is in case of the 2 parents homozygous. This one explained heterozygous dominant with homozygous recessive, as is this example: A capital, A small, heterozygous dominant, A small, A small. First, inherited the factor, A capital, A small. This one, A small. So the result, producing offspring, maybe first factor with this one, or second with this one. So the result will be A capital, A small, or A small, A small. The ratio between them 1 to 1. One heterozygous dominant and the other one homozygous recessive. It's clear? Clear, guys? It's clear?